My name is Mote. I'm a UNL swine extension specialist. Essentially cover all of the state of Nebraska on any pig-related topics. I've been at Nebraska since September of 2015. I'm in the breeding and genetics group here, so a lot of my projects revolve around trying to improve pigs over the long run. So anything we can do from a heritability standpoint, genetic improvement, those are the things we're working on. With that, one of the things that we're really excited about here at the University of Nebraska is we have a tracking system that can individually track pigs in group pen setting. So with that, we could tell you how much time a pig spends standing, walking, eating, drinking, how far they go, how fast they go when they move. And there's a lot of different things we're going to be able to do with that from a genetic standpoint of selecting animals that aren't as active, aren't as hyper. They don't harass their pen mates, their better pen mates, if you will. Those are some of the things we're hoping for. We also are looking at using this for a health side. Kind of the holy grail is to be able to identify when a pig starts to get sick before a human can recognize it. So that way then we can come in and treat that pig before a human would recognize it, and hopefully have a better outcome with not only that pig, but his pen mates, so he doesn't spread any disease to them. This initially started in roughly 2015 with a very small National Pork Board grant that kind of got us rolling on that. And then here in the last 2-3 months, we've actually landed 3 more National Pork Board grants to really focus on continuing to push the system and then to refine it and go after both health and look at it on the south side as well as a little bit on the disease side. The cameras that we're using, even though they started with a Xbox Connect camera, where we used the 3D sensors, we've now gone to more of a 2D sensor, so using just a high definition security camera that you can get for your home. The engineers here on campus have then actually used and made an algorithm that can individually track those pigs. And then we're really seeing it growing. We have a big long wish list of things we really want to do. And one of those things is be able to put multiple cameras together so you can stitch the view so you can look at bigger pens. And then that's when it can definitely be rolled out more to the commercial setting, especially if we get the health aspect down where we can cover those full pens. You know, the barns today are 2,500 head at a time. Love to be able to cover those so a producer can be at home and get a text alert that has a pig that needs to be treated. And so that's kind of the ultimate goal. With a little bit more trial and error, keep pushing it down to where your average farmer can use it, kind of go in that precision livestock farming route. So that's kind of the buzzword that we've really been pushing on here lately to get people to think about it so we can actually keep pushing the system and making it faster. So while the system has come a long way, so initially when we were using the Xbox Connect cameras, you had 1 camera per pen, and over a week it would actually capture 4 terabytes worth of data. To go on a large scale, it was going to be impossible to do that with that much data coming through the pipeline. It would actually take 7 weeks to analyze 1 week worth of data, so it was nowhere near real time. So over the last year, 18 months, that's actually progressed to essentially a real-time data processing. Part of that's with the help of going away from the Xbox Connect and needing the 3D to being able to go to 2D with the security cameras. So that's what really made things go really fast. Kind of the hurdle where we're at now is, so we've had it in our university setting, our research barns. So we've had some numbers, we've been able to get those to work. Now we need to take it to large scale systems to get a lot of animals through it, so that way we can start going after the genetic components, the heritabilities, and the behavior aspects. And so we're actually have a proposal on the table with the genetics company to get it into their barn. One of our big hurdles right now is actually going to be able to have everybody to be able to sign off and be able to protect the company if somehow somebody hacks in and steals the footage and finds the one oddity that somebody's not going to like about a pig farm. So we've tried it both here on campus in the animal science building. That works really well for small trials, getting things going, tweaking the system, because we can just run right downstairs and change it any settings anytime we want. We've also had it going up at our university research farm in Meade. We've ran it over some of our longevity females so we can look at a little bigger pig. 99% of the data that we've had so far has been on a little weaned pig, so they start off roughly 50 pounds, and then we'll stop the trial at 60 pounds when the pigs will leave the nursery. That's where the system was designed on. That's where we figure it's actually the most challenging, because the little pigs like to go together. They like to huddle. They kind of crawl on top of each other, so that's been a challenge for the system to actually track, to be able to follow those pigs. I do like to say that the system is made to identify the pig first and then use the ear tag as the way to verify that is the correct pig. And I guess the latest iteration, they're saying they don't even necessarily need the full numerical sequence of the ear tag. They can just get part of it. And so they can kind of lock in on part of it and know by deduction which ones it isn't, and be able to say this must be this pig. We feel confident from the shape of the pig plus the portion of the ear tag that we can see.